I'll never know. I got a one-way ticket, tell me now, do you want to go all the way? Do you want to go all the way?
Hello, my friends over here. And hello, everybody that's watching in internet land. And hopefully you guys have all tuned in already. But guess what? It's a live stream. You can jump in anytime you want, and then you can watch it later. Well, what's up? It's Monday. We're getting closer to Halloween, right? You guys got your costumes picked out?
Yeah.
No? Yes? No?
No.
Yes.
I love it. Mika's like, I think I'm just going to go as a goth girl or something.
As a what?
A goth girl, just like black makeup and stuff. You know, is that... I have a question. How does it feel? I wonder how it feels for people to have a style that they do, like being goth, right?
Yeah.
And then
It turns into a costume.
it turns into a costume.
I know how it feels
Why?
because I'm Mexican, dude. So
Oh. Oh, so you're saying people do like
Yeah,
Mexican
they
costumes?
do.
Oh yeah, of course they do.
They-
Just like people do Native American costumes
They-
and everything. So this brings me. So all right, I got a question. How does it make you feel?
Special.
It doesn't bother you, does it?
No. Of course
No.
not.
Special.
We love.
This is something I think about all the time. Is like, you know, there's a little bit of a want for people to like. Some people want to defend their culture, right? And they don't want anyone to share it. But then they want everyone to be on the same page. So I'm thinking the only way for us to be on the same page is for everybody to equally share culture.
Absolutely agree.
You know, there is no such thing as appropriation because we're all human. Right?
Mhm.
If you're human, you're related to everybody else. So appropriation isn't even a thing in that regard. But like, you know, I think it's
we
interesting.
overcomplicate it a lot. Like the cultural appropriation, like for me, it's like we overcomplicate everything.
Yeah, look, I'm not. I get the sentiment behind it for sure. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, it is interesting, right? Like,
Yeah.
if we all want to be together, we got to be together, guys. That's a Coffee with Kendall tangent right there.
Be together. That's the thing. You
We
know?
gotta be together. All right, guys. So my article of the day is something really interesting, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's No Meat October.
What do you mean? What? It's not really-
No Red Meat October.
Oh.
No Red Meat October. Oh, like that.
Look at that thing.
Look, don't get me wrong. That looks good, right? That looks really good. Although it's raw.
It looks amazing.
It looks really good. So basically, those of you who don't know, and I don't know what organization set it up or whatever, but No Red Meat October is a thing that they're doing. So I wanted to talk about an article today that I read that related to this and also relates to me because I recently decided to be 95% vegetarian. I've actually coined a term, and you can hashtag this. This is, make sure you just make sure that I have credit for it, right? Hashtag opportunistic vegetarian.
Oh, that sounds
Right?
complex.
So, well,
It's like cultural appropriation.
well, it's hard to spell, that's for sure.
So you're appropriating the culture of the vegetarian people?
What's happening is, in my mind, if you were in the wild, you would eat mostly, how I mean the wild, I mean like, not even like a caveman running through the forest, but like an old civilization of people. You would mostly be eating vegetables, right, of some sort, and you would be eating all sorts of, like you'd be eating vegetables, you'd be harvesting stuff, you'd be growing stuff, you'd be going through the forest and finding stuff, and then on occasion, if you could find it, you would eat meat. And so you eat it all at the same time, and that's where you get your nutrition for the meat. So here's what I wanted to tell you. Things that you cannot get very easily from vegetables. Magnesium, zinc, there's one more I'm forgetting, and then there's a certain amount of iron. Now, there's iron in plants, right? There's iron in plants, but there's a certain type of iron in red meat called hemi-iron, which I didn't know. I just read it. Basically, this is the reason that humans evolved so fast from eating meat was because they had this hemi-iron that was causing their brains to grow faster. So there's other ways to get it, but iron really is most easily absorbed through red meat.
So that's the reason why we're smart?
Yeah.
I don't want to stop eating.
Well, I don't know about smart. I wouldn't say smart, but
We're sufficiently
Well, look,
intelligent.
this is what I'm saying. So if you want to be vegetarian, this is actually a shout out to all the vegetarians out there. If you want to do it, it's totally cool. Go for it. But really be paying attention to certain nutrients that you might be missing out on. Zinc, magnesium, iron. And if you want to most easily absorb your iron, you'll have your vegetables, your root vegetables with some citrus.
Nice.
Look, I just read this. I'm just a vessel. I'm just a vessel. All I do is I absorb the information and I regurgitate it to you guys. Sorry for the word regurgitate. I know that's kind of gross.
I think it's very smart.
Thank you.
I think it's only me.
Thank you, Charlie.
I think you're getting smart because you've been eating so much steak. Right? No?
Yes. Yes. All right. So, guys, quickly, we need to jump into thrift shop finds. We picked a winner, right?
Yes.
All right. First of all, I just want to let you know what you're going to be winning.
Oh my God.
I got it plugged in right here.
That's the thing. Yes.
This
Yes.
is it.
Yes.
So the winner is.
Lucky you. Who is it? At Jur HD fan page, guys. So she's from Germany. This is going to be some international shipping costs for this lamp.
Okay. So
Yo.
this is gonna be like.
Hold up a second. I just want to say something on behalf of this lamp. This lamp was found at a thrift shop in California, and it's going to end up
Germany.
in Germany.
And it came from China.
And it
Originally. It came.
yeah. I mean, I'm looking.
Accepted.
It most likely came from China. Yes, you're correct. But talk about a journey. And you know what? Can we pull the name back up again? So I don't really know how to decipher your name from your title, but at Jur HD fan page, you're really gonna love this. I'm gonna sign it, and maybe even our special guest today will sign it too. Because why not? I mean, this thing's already cool enough,
It's already cool.
right? We might as well just really go for it. Well, anyway, congratulations, and I'll be putting this in the mail
Yay!
soon. I'm gonna get right on that. I'm gonna get right on it. So
How much do you think the shipping cost is gonna be?
it's gonna be like $80.
Oh, that's not bad. I was gonna say 80,000.
80,000 pesos?
Are you mocking my currency?
Not at all.
Then I know macroeconomics.
So it's not 80,000 pesos, is it?
It's like 180,000 pesos.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this is where it all gets really fun. So my special guest today, when I had reached out to talk to her, the one thing that really got her interested in this was that she was going to get coffee in the morning.
Yes. Good freaking coffee.
And it's really good. And I hope you, by the way, Jordin, I hope you enjoy a strong coffee. Yeah. Yes. Don't wait. You'll just wait. You'll see her. You'll see her. I hope you enjoy a strong coffee because this is what this is going to be. And it's not a bunch. But anyway, guys, I don't really need to intro her that much. You know how wonderful she is, and I know how wonderful she is. And I'm so happy to see her again. Everybody make some noise for Jordin Sparks! Watch out for the chorus!
Hi! Oh, it's been so long.
Gosh, I missed you.
I missed you too.
How are you? Have a seat here.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, thank you.
There's a lot more people watching on the internet than these guys. This is our 4-person audience here.
You guys are it's very loud though and happy.
Is it
So
seems
it's good.
It seems that way?
Yeah, no, it's good.
It's
Seems
all
a lot louder.
fake.
I was laughing over there. I couldn't help
I
it.
heard you laugh.
I was trying
That
to
makes me feel good. It makes
I
me
was-
feel like I'm doing something.
I was trying to be quiet, but it wasn't working.
All right, so I want to know,
Yes.
how have you been? I know it's a
Good.
loaded question.
No, I mean, yeah. Overall, things have been absolutely amazing. Last year, I took a break from the industry and like travel because
Good
I
for
wanted
you.
to.
I want
And
that.
huh?
I want a break.
Yeah, breaks are good.
It's a tough industry.
It is.
It is. It's nuts. But I took a break. I traveled because I wanted to. I spent a lot of time with my family. I learned a lot about myself. And now I'm just like slowly but surely easing back into the music.
Okay, so I want to know when
Yeah.
there's going to be new music because, of course, I'm a huge fan, and I want to hear some more stuff. And I mean,
Ooh, this is
my
good.
studio's is it good?
This is
My
good.
studio's right there. I gotta show that to you after.
Okay.
And then if you're gonna get back into it, I don't want to rush you into anything. But if you're gonna get back into it, then we should do something together.
Of course. Wait, I have to get this. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Oh, I love it. Thank you.
Leslie sitting there.
Get that dirt off my shoulder. That's fine. Thank you.
No, I would love that. It would be so much fun.
I don't know what we're gonna come up with.
Probably something great.
Yeah, I actually want to tell you a
Acoustically
funny
driven.
story. You know, like when you're really close with people, or you're in the same. I'll just give you an example. James Maslow.
Yeah, James.
So I
hi,
had-
James.
Hi,
There you
James.
are.
He's probably not watching, but I'll send this to him.
Wherever you are.
He came over really just to catch up.
Yeah.
But also was like, yeah, let's like write a song together. Or
Yeah,
something.
why not?
And I'm thinking this is gonna be so good,
Yeah.
so dope. Like really, it's gonna be so good because we worked forever together and
Yeah.
great friends.
James.
James, yeah,
This James?
yeah, that James. Oh yes, look at the
Oh,
photos.
yes. Oh my gosh.
This is a good way to get us into the pictures. Look at that. NASDAQ welcomes us.
It was pouring that day. Do you remember?
Was that the performance?
In New York.
That was our very first performance.
Yes.
Did you introduce us?
In New York City, yes. And it was
That's right.
outside, and it was raining, and we were all just like so hot because it was so humid.
People asked like, "Hey, how was your first performance?" I'm like, "Miserable," because it was in the middle of Times Square and we didn't know what we were doing yet.
Yeah, it was great though.
Yeah,
You guys
thanks,
were good.
thanks.
Considering.
It's one of those things. Yeah, considering it's one of those things that evolved, right?
Yes,
It definitely evolved
absolutely.
over time. But anyway, James came over and we wrote a song, and needless to say, it was terrible. I'm just gonna say it. It was really bad.
Yes.
In fact, Mika came over and I said, "Babe, listen to this song.
Listen to it.
Tell me." I just like, first of all, I was like, "Listen to the music. Tell me if you think that the track idea is kind of
Yeah,
cool."
yeah.
And it was just guitar. It was basic. And then I was like, and then listen to the lyrics and tell me if the story resonates. And I'm not going to go too far into what the story was, but it didn't resonate. And she goes, "Guys, I'm not going to lie, it's not good."
My kind of girl, right?
I like it.
Tell the truth.
And James goes like, "Well, great, cool, man. I'll see you next time I come over." And I was like, "Great, dude." Like, my point is that
See,
like
never again.
I don't think that that's going to happen with us.
Oh, well, that's
But
great.
all I'm saying is that you never know because we'd have to make multiple attempts. Sometimes
Yes.
sometimes you start a song and it doesn't go well.
I feel like we've been like attempting for I don't know how many years now. When was Big Time Rush?
You know what it's like a car that doesn't start?
Yes.
Yes.
So Big Time Rush was in 2009.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, so what? That's however long it was. And
Very
then
long.
We've been texting back and forth like, when are we gonna get together? And now we are over coffee.
Yes, and
This
with people watching.
It's fun.
You know, isn't that funny? Like we've been trying so long to hang out, and then we hang out in a scenario where there's a bunch of people watching.
Yeah,
Like,
and
oh, look
Aaron-
at this! Oh, that was at the Capital
Fourth.
4th. Yes.
Oh my gosh, 2014. Look
Yeah.
at our hair.
I was just gonna say,
look at our hair.
What
Hair is so
what
long.
choices were we making there?
I have
You guys look better
Oh.
right now.
All I know is and then as we're in a hat
Good
and
morning.
casual tee and
Yeah.
everything
Better
like that,
now, dude.
This is how I normally look.
which is beautiful.
Thanks.
You know
You're
what?
hilarious.
I actually I take the opportunity on the show to be comfortable and to look. I could put on a fancy outfit, but it's 9:00 in the morning,
Yeah.
and like it's supposed to be relatable to everyone who's watching at 9:00 in the morning or noon, wherever they are.
I wore a sweater. I was like, I'm just gonna.
So what is dope? What's dope? You guys
So-
both have a dope. You guys are both really dope.
But
So.
thank you so much. It's a clothing line. We actually met this lovely guy. His name is Rob, and he actually owns the company. And so we met him, hit it off. Super sweet guy. He was like, "Hey, come by and pick up whatever you want." And so we grabbed some sweatshirts, and we both like them so much we end up wearing them at the same time all the time. So we're just kind
The
of
thing is I just feel like an overwhelming amount. Like I have to say like dope all the time. Well, that's dope. You know?
I know. Okay.
It's in my face. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
that's dope.
Okay, let's
You know?
talk about how awkward it was when we met him and he told us about this. And then every time we'd be talking, we'd be like, "That's
That's
cool. Great. That's awesome.
That's so interesting.
That's so
He should make a
gnarly."
shirt that says interesting.
Right, exactly.
Then it'll
was
work.
it was hilarious.
So I know you saw. Look, you're the special guest today, but there's a special guest every episode.
Okay.
Who never fails to make an appearance, and she would love to meet you. And I know that you saw her earlier, so I want to give you the opportunity
my gosh.
to meet our girl. So if you do me a favor, just pick your chair up and move it like 2 feet, just to make this one go.
This way.
Yeah, just right here, and then
Okay.
we'll turn it so you can be prepared for this.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
All right,
already.
so have a seat. And so first of all, this is Yuma's dish of the day that we got going on here. Every time, look, Yuma Pig, dish of the day.
Oh my gosh. I'm
Babe, can you
dying.
widen out on that one? Just twist the front lens. Yes.
Dun,
Getting
dun,
closer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Widening out.
I like these windows.
There we go.
Were these here when you moved in?
No, I got the vinyl replaced. I did that myself.
Really?
Well, I paid for it. I didn't actually do it myself.
I love them. I love this.
I think it's got a really cool retro vibe.
Yeah.
So
We're
for,
gonna feed her today.
It's so you.
so for Yuma's dish of the day, we have here. You can take that. We have. Oh, but there's more. This is a cinnamon roll, a pumpkin spice cinnamon roll. You know, it's
the season.
Tis the season. All right, so let's see if she might be ready. Yuma, come here.
My Lanta.
She knows.
She's coming.
Hi.
There she is. So if you can cut like sections off it, and you
Do
can
you want a
actually
piece?
feed her like a human. You can put the fork in.
Would you like a bite?
She won't like hurt herself on the fork.
You want some? Oh, yummy. Oh wait, give me the.
Is she gonna take the fork?
Give it back. Oh my god, she's so cute. I can't take it. Hi. Oh, I need this. Hi. You gotta stop eating the fork though, you cute little thing. Stop eating the fork.
Yeah, she's very aggressive.
I'm glad you're using the fork because if not,
My fingers would be gone.
Oh yeah.
super gone.
Oh no. You dropped
You
it.
can. Oh goodness.
Well, I'm glad you like it. A little indigestion maybe from eating so fast?
Yeah.
It's all gone. I'm sorry. We'll lick the plate? No? Okay. Was it good? You're so cute.
So you know all those euphemisms about pigs?
Yes.
They're true. They're all true.
Hi.
All right, watch out. Now it's time to go. Bye.
Bye, you
See, she's
mom.
got red on her face from the beat she had this morning. Come on. Bye.
She's like, no.
Bye.
No, I want to stay.
Every time we feed her
Watch out,
sugar,
Stinky. Watch out. Come on.
Bye.
Watch out.
Bye. Watch your nose and your paws.
Here we go. Ah.
It's
I mean, not
sugar.
claws. Sorry.
That
Thank you.
was a raging success actually
It
because
was.
it usually is a lot messier than that.
Ah,
She wanted to
Here.
get that fork like nobody's business.
Yeah, she's an animal.
Clearly.
She's the epitome of an animal, and
Yes, she is.
you know, we were talking about it before you came over here actually that she's cute. She's very cute
Mhm.
physically.
Yeah.
But
But her other
she
traits are
can,
not.
she
not
can
so
be a
much.
real pain in the ass sometimes.
I'm sure. I know he. So Dana is standing over there. So
Yes.
he's just pointing through the window.
He's double fisting phones right now.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You know, like when you have two drinks, you're double fisting drinks, and then
Wait, what?
it's a euphemism.
I'm
Charlie,
sipping
look,
on
so
coffee.
Charlie and Paloma, they're from Mexico City. Sometimes I'll say things, and I realize how American slang it is.
Yeah.
Like for instance, what was something that you guys don't like? I was asking him if there was a
The
Spanish
double fisting
phrase.
is double fisting.
Yeah, but I was quote of the day. I was asking them if they had a phrase in Spanish for like hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
And you didn't have one, right? You
It
can't
doesn't exist.
see. That's what. Isn't that weird?
Whoa. So how do you? So
How do you say that? How do you say like, oh, after time everything becomes clear? I mean, you just literally say that.
Yeah, you'll say that.
So
Only in
¿cómo
Spanish.
se dice?
En el tiempo todo es claro.
Todo es claro.
I mean, it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
But listen, the Spanish is so dramatic. Think about this. En el tiempo todo es claro.
Yeah.
I
In
love
time, it is all clear.
That's so
Like,
dramatic.
we speak like that. That's the thing. Like, if you go to my house, my mom is like, Carlos, desayuno. What? Why do we live like
So
that?
does your mom call you Charlie the Cholo, or is that just exclusive here on the show?
Charlie the Cholo is just you. My mom calls me Charlie. My dad calls me
So?
Carlos Mario, which
Yeah,
to my
Mario.
point is like Carlos Mario. Baja.
So, so you're basically saying it's like a
What?
telenovela at your house.
Yes, that's exactly what I was
It is,
thinking.
It is.
I was wondering what that was like.
Dang, so those are like real then.
Yeah.
Instead of.
Real.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
So we went online. Obviously, we said that you were going to come join us, and we
Yes.
got some fan questions.
Okay.
And they're going to pop up. Hope right here.
Okay.
Look at. There's 3 of us. Actually,
It
there's
just
more.
keeps going.
It's an infinity screen.
I like it. I like
It
that
is.
idea. When I was standing back
It
there, I
just
noticed
goes
that.
and
I was
goes.
like,
It just keeps going. Fan question number 1.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready is the new album?
I have a feeling this is directed towards me, and
I was like,
boy,
wait.
they're not going to love the answer.
Same.
You're like-
Same.
-2.
That's a 2 and 3/4. 2 and 3/4. No, actually, well, you guys know. You know all the music that's happening. So, Heffron Drive music is purposefully, well, not purposefully. It because of what it is, it's difficult to make.
Yeah.
because we use live drums, live guitars, live bass, live everything.
You're a musician.
Yeah, real musicians, and it takes time, and we don't have a huge studio where we all can practice and rehearse at the same time, so it pieces together. And sometimes that final process, like I was saying, it's a lot harder to finish 10 songs at 90% than one song at 0. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have all these. They're like so close. I could just shake them, but they're just like, they're almost. There's gonna be an album. I'm telling you this, Jordin.
I get it.
Jordin, there's gonna be an album.
There's gonna be an album, guys.
Thanks.
Guys,
Listen to her.
Guys.
But the new music, and I'll play you our newest video after this because I don't want to get. It's really interesting and different.
It's not a video,
It's not even a video.
but we gotta leave people to just like guess what it is.
Yeah. It's just not a typical music video.
Like a concept, just craziness.
It is definitely conceptual. That's
Great.
for sure.
I can't wait.
And they're going to be so happy because our boy Dustin has a great part in it, and he looks so great. He's unbelievable. Another fan question.
Okay. Whoa. At Constance Maslow, if someone wanted to film a movie based on your life, which would be the most suitable title? Okay, for both of us. Wait, what should be the? Oh, great. The title of the movie? Oh no, I don't know. It depends on which part of my life I'd want to highlight.
Yeah, right. You're like what period of years? I guess is it like the last 5 or like in general?
I mean, the first thing that pops into my head is Sparkle, but I already did that, so I can't.
In today's times, it's Sparkle 2.
Sparkle 2.
Because there's no originality anymore with these things. Just do a sequel.
Right. Well,
It's easy. It's easy. I would do something like Kendall Schmidt, an introspective story, or something like that. I just made it up. I just wanted it to sound really interesting.
The worst part about it is like it will be real. It will be like that.
Yeah.
It would.
Kendall Schmidt,
An
an introspective story.
It's so funny though, because knowing you for the past couple of years, like when I was walking up, I was like, "This is so Kendall." Like this whole your house,
The whole
everything.
place?
I was like, "This is so him." Like, and it's just crazy how like our personalities just do stuff like that. So when you said that title, I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense too."
Thank you. We always find that whatever house we live in becomes a Schmitty house. Bam!
Yeah.
Thank you. It actually does, and most of my friends have always been like, "Your house is a very specific house." Always.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've lived in many places in California, in the 5-mile
radius.
And we always have a house like this.
Yeah.
And lately, we've been getting really good with the whole compound thing.
Yeah.
This is like a little compound.
Mm-hmm.
You have another fan question?
Psycho for Sykes. What's the funniest memory you have together? Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta think.
Funniest memory.
Actually, it'll go way back to when we first met. What I remember is when we were in that dang well. And
oh yeah, I honestly just totally forgot about the episode.
Yes, no, we were sitting there in the well, and Carlos had to fall a million times, and that dirt kept flying in our face.
Yes,
and like we just kept dying laughing because we were supposed to be serious, and after being down there for 4 hours,
it was. I have to say, it was so refreshing when you came on the show because you never know if people are gonna like fit in.
Sure.
If it's like, oh, the humor is gonna mesh or whatever, and it totally did.
So
and I have to say, like, it wasn't as funny for me and more of just embarrassing. Like was I want obviously if you're like a fan of someone, like we thought you were wonderful and like we wanted to impress you, obviously, and then we're in these suits with my hair slicked back like from 19. Remember that?
Oh, the video.
Yeah. In the video, and we looked so ridiculous. And like I look back and I go, damn, that was embarrassing. Like I wish that we didn't look so silly, but
no, you guys were great, and it was perfect for what it was. It was awesome. And then I loved the part where we were in the studio, not necessarily the flashback part, but we were in the studio singing with the mic stands. Like that was so much fun because we were all in our element. At that point.
Exactly. And the song was actually really great.
It's a great song,
and it's one of those songs when if you first hear it, you're like, oh, this is interesting, and then you're like, damn, it's actually really good.
And then it's catchy because you 1, 2, 3, 4
to the 5. I think my favorite part is to the 5.
Yep, to the 5, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but to it.
To the 5.
We're going to the 5.
1, 2, 3, 4 de la 5. Is that it?
Yeah.
What is to the?
Al 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, al 5. Sounds so bad.
Single.
I'm single.
Sounds so good in here.
So I don't know if you know this or not, but so a lot of people that watch Coffee with Kendall are watching from Mexico City specifically. So it's often that we speak. It's often that we speak. Yeah, I guess so. It's often that we speak Spanish, or at least I have them do it because I'm not that great at it.
I'm not great either.
And then we
You
probably
speak Spanish.
I do speak a little Spanish, and it gets really good when I'm there.
Right. Yeah, when you're immersed in it.
When I'm here, it just goes away.
I understand.
But we have a lot of people that are probably watching from Brazil.
Yay!
So
You speak
shout out.
Portuguese.
I do not.
Nope. I seriously thought you were about to say I do.
I do
Me
actually.
too,
I do not.
I actually do.
No. So we got people watching in Brazil, and then all over the world. There's Peru, and there's Europe, and there's Singapore.
So awesome! Hello, everybody. I wish I could say hello in every
language, right?
But I can't.
There was a bar I went to one time in Germany that had a menu of that, and then on the menu was all the languages. Cheers.
Oh, that's awesome.
And of course, there was like familiar ones, Salud, Prost in Germany, and like all that stuff. But the one that stood out the most, L'chaim, the one that stood out the most was Zulu, and
What?
like an African
African,
nation,
yeah.
and they say Ugiwawa.
Ugiwawa.
Ugiwawa. And from then on, we were always just, and then so I kind of wish I had that menu, but for all phrases.
Next time you go, take one of them.
Yeah, well, I just want it for everything. So like, if I wanted to say something, I want like a list of how to say what I want to say. There's an app for that. A dictionary. She's like, a dictionary.
There's an app for that. Yeah,
A dictionary. Yeah. There's been an app for that for a long time.
I wish they could have like a piece of paper with like the words in different languages. Yeah, dictionary.
Oh
Dictionary.
my gosh.
You know Webster's? Yeah, something like that.
You know.
That's a lot,
Oh,
though.
sorry. We get off on tangents. and we
It's
just
fun, sorry.
fan questions.
Okay.
You should let your hair grow and do No Shave November. Will you?
Will you?
Well, here's the
I
thing.
will not. I will not be participating in that.
So here's the problem with No Shave November is that there's a period of time in a man's beard, and you know what I'm talking about, where it gets. He's like, actually, no, this is all natural.
This is all I get.
Yeah, this is it, max. Where it looks ridiculous, right? There's like this where it's like kind of trimmed up or whatever, and then there's the medium phase where it just looks terrible, and that's the part that I don't know if I can deal with it.
Okay, wait.
You know?
I just have to talk about this because my boyfriend was like, "I'm not shaving until January," and I was like, "Okay, I'm with you. I support you on this. Like, it's great, cool." And then this morning he took out his razor, and I was like, "You're giving up already? This was like a week and a half ago." And just because he had patches right here.
Yeah, you don't. If it doesn't look good, it's like you don't want to commit to it. You know.
No.
I respect that. Yeah.
He was like, "I can't do it," and then he like put it towards his mustache. I was like, "No."
Charlie, can you even grow a beard?
No. I'm the
You're
future,
not
brother.
alone.
I'm the future.
This is
Yeah.
all I can get.
I'm the future. I can't.
Oh, you can't get this?
I
Look at him. He doesn't even. There's not even any 5 o'clock shadow.
Nothing at all. No
Hey, do you happen to use Happy to clean your face? Happy
Yes,
products.
I use Happy products.
Speaking of which, you're gonna leave us some gifts today.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
actually, would you guys mind grabbing one of the lovely records in there? Because I want to give that to you.
They're lovely.
They are really cool. So I'm gonna give you some gifts. This isn't part of the show. I just decided I wanted to give you a bunch of gifts.
Wait, I have a record player. I
Yes!
can actually play it.
All right, so you gotta show. No one's even seen this yet. This is the first that's really been shown. But you got it. Can you open it with your nails easier than
Yes.
I can? Because I don't have any.
Got it.
And show them what the record looks like because it's super cool.
Ooh, I'm excited.
It's like
Thank
Christmas.
you.
You can just throw it on the ground.
Just put it right there.
We have a person to clean that up.
Ooh, okay, this is awesome.
person.
Wow.
Woo-wee!
Wow, that's awesome.
And it's translucent.
I can see you. I can see you through it.
I mean, how cool is that?
Can you see me?
So, for those of you who are watching who had no idea that these were finished, these are now available and they will be up on the website soon. But that is yours,
Thank you.
To play,
I'm gonna play
and we even got it mastered for vinyl, so it sounds really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's our 4-song EP, and
Sounds amazing.
it sounds really cool. Thank you for
You're
you're
the
the
fourth
you're the
song?
best model ever. And then of course I want to give you a happy kit, which is I have I'm part owner in a skincare line.
Really?
Yeah.
Your skin looks great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But it's basically an all natural like skincare kit where it's a soap and a scrub and a lotion. And I'm sure that you
already use some of that.
yeah, right. You guys wash your face, right?
I wash.
You're gonna love it.
Yes.
You're gonna love it. Well, anyway, I'll give you those gifts. Thank you.
you.
Thank you for modeling the record
course,
for us.
I'm really
I
excited
totally
about
forgot about that. All right, so for the final game, and I know, look, this is just fun. So we're gonna play heads up.
Oh yes. Okay.
Well, since we're both superstars, we should do superstars.
Yes. Okay.
How funny would it be if
we
it
didn't
actually
get any-
came up? No, if your name came up.
Oh my gosh. So many crazy-
Wait, where did that go? Oh, there's so many categories now. Oh my god.
Retweeting this.
I just totally lost my place because there's
Get
just
some more.
okay, here we go. Superstar.
My coffee was great, by the way.
Did you like it?
Yes.
All right, so if I'm holding it up, I go first.
Okay.
Right. So I'm gonna
So I
kind
have to
of
describe it, right?
turn it this way just so
Oh shoot. Okay. Okay.
play.
Okay. You're ready. Here
Can
we
you
go.
see it?
Yes.
Okay. She was on the Chicken by the Sea. It's a girl. And
Jessica Simpson.
Yes. She's a part of a really big family. He bit the head off of a
Kelly
mouse.
Osbourne?
Yes. He's been he's played a million different people. He's an actor. Oh, I don't know if you're gonna get this one. Skip. Sorry. He dated Jennifer Aniston. He is Irish.
Brad Pitt?
Irish. No, he's Irish.
Colin Farrell?
No. Oh shoot, maybe he's not Irish. Wait, that's the other one. Sorry. So he played Borat.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yes.
What a name.
He was married to Jennifer Aniston.
Brad Pitt?
Yes.
He's a superstar.
Also in a boy band, but he's the dark one. Dark.
Justin Timberlake.
No. One Direction.
Zayn
Yeah.
Malik?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm curious, whose wins? If I guess more than she does,
Then you
does
win.
that mean that I win, or does that mean that one of us just isn't as good at it as explaining who the person is?
Oh my god.
Yeah, if it's a singular thing.
It was
I
actress.
actually did a pretty good job.
No, you did a great. No, I'm just curious because I don't know.
I think you lost. The reason why is because she's like, he was in a boy band, kind of dark, and you go, Justin Timberlake.
I mean, I thought you meant like personality or something.
No, I was thinking of his beard, and so I said.
Yeah.
She's like
dark.
It's like
beard,
yeah, like itch or
not
something.
dark.
All right, so we'll stay with the same deck just because.
Okay.
Play this deck again. Here you go.
Okay. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay.
Call Me Maybe singer.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yes. Fireworks singer.
Katy Perry.
She was the original pop princess from the UK, blonde.
Kylie Minogue.
Yes. He's an actor in Guardians of the Galaxy, main guy.
Oh, what's it, Chris Pratt?
Yes. He's in Game of Thrones, and he is the little person in Game of Thrones.
I don't know, Peter or something. Peter. I don't know his last name.
Pass.
Crap. Dang it.
This is Julia Roberts' niece. Oh, I said pass. Mom. He's in Maroon 5.
Adam Levine.
Yes. Same family we were talking about, but he's the one who bit the bat.
Oh, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Osborne.
Yes. In The Notebook, the lead male actor in The Notebook.
Ryan Gosling.
Yes. She. Oh God, what movie was she in? I can't remember.
Oh my goodness. Okay. You're good at describing. You're quicker than I am.
I literally just named the songs. Fireworks singer. Call Me Maybe singer. So that was pretty good. That
sounds like that would be like cheating.
It's like so good in the clip.
I know, right?
Peter Dinklage. Peter
So
Dinklage.
complicated.
Dinklage.
The actor you didn't think you were gonna get was Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh.
I was like,
I didn't know how to explain it though.
All you have to say is "There will be blood," and I'm there.
I
Yeah.
was like, he's been in a million movies, and that was the one that I thought
That
of.
is my
It's so
favorite.
good.
That is my favorite movie of all time, as far as drama. There will be
Yeah.
blood. Just the acting in that
So
is.
intense.
It's beyond.
Beyond, for sure.
So look, I know you're just getting. I think we got the point. You're much better at this.
What?
than-
No.
Well,
we both did good. Was it?
it's a team. It was
Well,
5-7.
That's because I can't explain things.
Yeah. I just want to,
If I could explain things, you would have won for sure.
So here's what I want to cover because I don't want anyone to be missing out on anything. You're
Okay.
working on new music. You're starting the process.
Yes,
You're
I started back in April, so I've got a few songs, but it's been different this time around because I'm unsigned, and this is the first time in my career.
Welcome to the club.
I know, but it's great though. It's great because you can do, like, I'm able to have the freedom to just do whatever I want. And
Yeah.
so the sound can be whatever I want. If I want to go in one day and I want to make an acoustic record.
Look, I can
do it.
relate. I
Yeah.
think it's brilliant, and I'm actually really proud of you because,
Thank you.
look, it goes without saying that there's, like any big business, there's a monopoly or an oligopoly in the business, which is a group of people who control it. And I just don't like to play by those rules.
Yeah.
And especially with the internet these days, you don't really have to.
No, not
You
at
know?
all. Well, it's awesome because we have things like this where we can interact with our fans and we can be like, well, what do you guys want to hear, or what do you guys want, and really be able to talk to them and understand like the things that they would like at the same time, still having the freedom to just be creative in our own way.
Exactly.
And so I'm a couple of songs in, and they're all different, but it's so fun because I'm like, I have nobody saying like this isn't gonna work, and I'm like,
Yes.
I can do whatever I want. So I'm doing that. I'm also I've still been auditioning for movies and shows and different things like that. He's awesome.
Yes.
Dana's awesome. So
For those of you who have not been able to see,
Right.
extremely good-looking dude in the background right now, just casually hanging.
also in a dope sweater.
Yeah, also in a dope sweater. Very dope sweater.
So my life is really good. My brother just had his second baby, so I have
Wow.
a new
Yes.
5-month-old niece who's just
I bet that's so much fun.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like life is really good. But yeah, just keep looking out for the music. I've got a couple of other things in the works, but I can't really speak on
No,
them
I
yet
get it, I
until they're like, I don't like to speak on things until they're finished. You know what I mean? Like the dotted line is signed.
I totally
So,
get it. I totally
yeah.
get it. And I know this may be a ridiculous question because I know the
Ask.
answer. If people want to find you, it's across the board is at Jordin Sparks, right?
Yes, at Jordin Sparks with an I. Except for Snapchat because somebody stole my name. So
yeah, you know what? Who does that?
weird. I don't know.
Like,
Give me my name back.
Well, no, but like, like
Snapchat.
if for instance, same for me. Like, if I don't get on a program fast enough,
Yep.
the
Someone
fans
gets
of
your
mine
name.
have already made it, which is great. But at the same time, it's like
It's my
I don't want to have 7 different
I'd like
names.
to use mine.
just for the sake of it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Snapchat is at Jordin Speezy 22.
Jordin Speezy.
See how much more complicated that is instead
Yeah,
of
that
just
was
using my name.
in my phone book. Your name for the longest time was Jay Speezy.
Yep. My fans named me Jay Speezy, and it's stuck. So
For the
you
longest
can
time.
still. But yeah, that's where you guys can find me.
And they can find all the updates on everything coming out there. And I can't wait for the new music, whatever it may be. It could be anything. I'm stoked about it.
Thank you. Well, when we go to the studio after all these cameras are turned off, we'll play you some.
I can't
Sorry,
wait.
guys.
And
You guys gotta wait.
I have to shamelessly plug our tour dates. Heffron Drive is playing a Latin America tour. For those of you who don't know,
I'm jealous.
it's a quick run. It's in Sao Paulo, which you guys, if you're in Sao Paulo, muito obrigado. Come to the show, please. Then Buenos Aires, we're playing a show there at Niceto Club, right? So if you're in Argentina, come to the show. And then we have 3 shows in Mexico City, Monterrey, Guadalajara. In case you were wondering.
I want to go. I would love to go. It'd be fun.
That would be really fun. Yeah, that would be cool. But you guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Of course, we do this every Monday, except when
On tour.
something happens or we go out of town. But I really appreciate you coming by.
I'm so happy you invited me. I was like, I get coffee, I get to talk with you, I get to see you again, I got to feed a pig. It's a great day.
Yeah,
it's a great start to the day.
these things just don't happen every day.
No, they do not. It's a great start to my day.
But you're the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. And thank you all for watching and being here.
Yay!
And we will be seeing you guys in the next Coffee with Kendall.
Oh, yeah.